Here's how to design a buyer journey that actually converts, even if you only have one offer. Because the truth is, you don't need more offers. You need a clear path people can follow. Scaling isn't about doing more, it's about doing it in order. If you've been juggling ideas, tweaking offers, or launching until you're completely burnt out, this episode is going to feel like exhaling. You're listening to the From Scratch podcast, the podcast for bold entrepreneurs who are done with cookie cutter advice, done with burnout, and done with building businesses that don't actually feel good. I'm your host, Kary, a near $1 million course creator, brand strategist, and business coach for women who are ready to do it differently. 7 years ago, I hit a level of success and still ended up crying on the bathroom floor. So trust me when I say starting from scratch isn't about starting over. It's about taking your power back and rebuilding on your own terms. Every week, you'll get unfiltered stories, bold strategies, and the mindset shifts you need to build with soul, sell with strategy, and grow something that feels like you. So let's get into it. A few years ago, my husband and I went to this giant all-you-can-eat buffet. One of those places where the sushi is way too close to the fried chicken. The dessert station looks like a Vegas slot machine. And the plates are always somehow a little too warm. There's this woman standing in front of the endless choices, plate in hand, looking completely stressed. She kept putting things on her plate and then taking them off, walking forward and then circling back. You could see the overwhelm written on her face. Not because the food was bad, but because there were too many options and no clear place to start. And it hit me. This is what we do to our audience every time we present them with a buffet of offers without a clear path. People don't want every option. They want the right option. They want direction. They want ease. They want a path. Just like that woman needed someone to say, look, sis, start with the salad bar, then head to the entrees and finish at dessert. Your audience needs the same thing. So today we're talking about how to build that path. Your version of the start here, then go here roadmap that takes people from curious to committed. Step 1, the welcome moment. Define the starting line. Meet them where they are through your content messaging. Every buyer journey begins with a welcome moment. The first interaction where your audience stops scrolling and thinks, she gets me. This is exactly where I am. I can start here. This is the emotional entry point of your funnel, and it always starts in your content messaging. Most entrepreneurs design their content for the version of their audience who's already ready, instead of the version who's overwhelmed, unsure, inconsistent, or confused. But your entry point messaging must meet people at the level of their current awareness, not their potential. If your content doesn't land at their emotional starting line, nothing else in the journey will matter. People can't walk a path they don't see themselves on. Humans commit to journeys when they feel understood, not when they're impressed. When I first started, my audience wasn't sitting around thinking, I need a content strategy framework. They were thinking, I don't know what to post. I'm not consistent. I feel all over the place. I don't know how to show up. So my content messaging mirrored their beginning. Simple steps, emotional safety, consistency before strategy. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be present. Personal stories of starting from scratch. I didn't speak to the advanced version of them, the one that already knew she needed a content strategy. I anchored my messaging in their actual starting point. So here's your move. Your welcome moment content should answer, what version of my audience am I welcoming onto the path? Then speak directly to that version using this 3-part message. Name their real emotional state. You feel behind, overwhelmed, unsure of where to start. Give them relief. You don't need more pressure. You need a starting point. And show them what's possible. Here's how you can get consistent without burning out. When your messaging recognizes their starting line, their brain automatically opens the first door of your funnel. This is the first confident yes that has them thinking, okay, I can start here. Step number 2, the belief bridge. Create the bridge, one simple path that makes the next step obvious through your funnel touch points. Once they resonate with your content, they're emotionally open, but they're not ready yet. That's where the belief bridge comes in. The middle of the journey where you guide them from curiosity to trust through purposeful funnel touch points. Think freebies, emails, podcasts, blog posts, low-lift training, warm welcome sequences. This is not random nurturing. This is structured belief building. People don't move forward because you tell them to. They move forward because their beliefs evolve. Belief bridge messaging answers, why should I trust her path? Why should I listen to her? Why should I keep going? So here's how this went for me. My audience downloaded my freebies, entered my email sequences, attended my lives, interacted with my stories, while consistently being fed the same message. You can show up consistently, and when you do, everything else becomes possible. Every touch point built belief in their ability. I gave micro wins. I taught small but meaningful shifts. I positioned consistency as the catalyst. My messaging wasn't buy my program. My messaging was, let me show you that this is possible for you. That's why my audience moved through the funnel with ease. I wasn't selling the offer. I was selling the belief that they could succeed with me. So here's your move. Your middle of the journey messaging should reinforce 3 specific beliefs. Belief number 1, this is possible for me. Show them wins, breakdowns, in simple, digestible ways. Belief number 2, she understands what I'm struggling with. Share stories, missteps, and realizations that mirror theirs. And belief number 3, her approach works, and it can work for me personally. Teach small, tangible shifts that create momentum. This is the second confident yes that has them thinking, I want to keep going. Step number 3, the alignment moment. Design for momentum. Make their next step feel like the natural step in your offer presentation. By the time someone reaches your webinar, sales page, or discovery call, they don't need more convincing. They need alignment, not pressure, not hype, not urgency without meaning. They need messaging that answers the question, does this next step feel like the right continuation of the journey I'm already on? This is where your offer presentation matters deeply. The way you teach in your workshop, the way you position your transformation, the way your sales page speaks to their identity, the way your DMs guide their decision, and the way your CTAs reinforce momentum. People don't buy because they want your offer. They buy because your offer feels like the next inevitable step on the path they're already traveling. This stage converts when they trust you, they trust themselves, and they trust the path. They trust the path, and the offer is clearly the next step in that path. When I opened enrollment for my first coaching program, my audience wasn't thinking, should I buy this program? They were thinking, I'm already doing the things she taught me. I'm already getting small wins. This next step just makes sense because I created momentum inside of the journey, because my teaching led naturally to the offer, because my transformation was a continuation, not a departure from what they had already started. My messaging at this stage was simple and powerful. If what you've learned so far has helped you, this program will change everything. So here's your move. Your offer presentation messaging should show that the journey continues inside of the offer. Here's what we build on next. Reflect their growing identity. You're already showing up. Now let's build a strategy. And remove decision fatigue. Here's the one path that gets you results faster. This is the final confident yes that has them thinking, of course, this is my next step. Your buyer journey should not be random. Every step should create a confident yes, not throw content out there and hope people take action. It's 3 intentional moments. The welcome moment. Yes, this is where I am. The belief bridge. Yes, I want to keep going. And the alignment moment. Yes, this is my next step. When these steps are clear, connected, and consistent, your audience never feels like they're choosing you. They feel like they're continuing with you. This is what makes selling feel natural. This is what makes buyers feel empowered. And this is what makes your business predictable, scalable, and aligned. And if you've been building offers but not momentum, if you've been creating content but nobody's moving, or if your audience feels inspired but they're not investing, you're missing the buyer journey that makes selling feel effortless. Inside my Sales with Heart Masterclass, I'm teaching you the psychology behind buyer readiness, how to design your one clear path to a confident yes, how to build belief at every stage, and how to create a sales system that supports your buyer journey. This is how I built my $183,000 funnel from one pathway, not a pile of offers. If you skip this masterclass, you'll keep spinning the same problems. More offers, more ideas, more content, still no movement. But when you watch it, everything clicks into place. Your audience doesn't need more from you. They just need a path. So go to karyperry.com/sales-workshop or click the link below. And let's build the path that leads to a confident yes together.